You're going to see two of the most exciting players in the country and definitely in the Southeastern Conference. We call them the top guns. They're two of the top 4 scorers in the country. For Ole Miss, of course, it's Gerald Glass, second in the SEC, 4th in the country. And, of course, for the Tigers, Chris Jackson, number 2 in the nation and the top scorer in the Southeastern Conference.
It's such a shame that Glass came into the conference the same year CJ did, because he really hasn't gotten the publicity that he deserves. He leads the team in three-point shooting, in scoring, in rebounding, and then with CJ, well, if he scores 15 points tonight, he'll become the all-time leading scorer among freshmen in college basketball. And, you know, CJ might score.
At one forward, a 6'7" senior from Miami, Florida, number 33, Ricky Blanton. Also at forward, a 6'7" sophomore from DeRidder, Louisiana, number 44, Wayne Sims. At center, a 6'6" freshman from Natchez, Mississippi, number 24, Burnell Singleton. At one guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Lafayette, Louisiana, number 21, Lyle Mutah. Also at guard, a 6'1" freshman from Gulfport, Mississippi, number 35, Chris Jackson. Head coach of the Tigers is Dale Brown. Now for the starters of the Ole Miss Rebels. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 10, John Matthews. Also at guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Holly Springs, Mississippi, number 22, Tim Jumper. Starting at center, a 6'11" sophomore from Oxford, Mississippi, number 21, Sean Murphy. And one forward, a 6'5" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 31, Greg Turner. And also at forward, a 6'6" junior from Greenwood, Mississippi, number 4, Gerald Glass. Head coach of the Rebels is Ed Murphy, and assistant to Jimmy Adams.
Look at the matchups for the teams. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. First, the tip, and we're underway from Oxford. Ole Miss controlling out front. John Matthews moves the jumper. They're looking to Glass early. His first shot of the game.
Now, the scary thing about that, Steve, is the next time down he might go right inside for the layup. He can do it both.
Averages 27. Here's Jackson the other way. Almost had it stripped. Mouton gets it back to Chris. Game tied at 2.
I guess we were right when we said in the pregame that this might be the CJ and Glass show.
As I mentioned, the Tigers out in the man-to-man. The matchup there, you see Chris Jackson going against Matthews. They work it into Glass, guarded by Blanton, and he's got another one. Ole Miss off to a 4-2 lead.
That's the bigger man.
Jumper to Glass, again puts the ball on the floor. Gerald Glass taking control early.
Be interesting to see how long LSU will stay with the man-to-man in this situation, because certainly Gerald Glass has taken it to Ricky Blanton early on.
Glass with 6 of Ole Miss's first 8, but Jackson answers with a 3.
It's a shot we've seen about 50, 60.
Look for some people to help out Ricky Blanton on this assignment. He does have the one-on-one matchup man-to-man, but some of the principles, a help defense, so to speak. Glass, as you see, a good shooter from the field and the line. He's got 7 points.
Dale Brown saying he's going to stay with a man-to-man for most of the evening. That'll be interesting to see if he actually does that.
Second shot by Glass, also good. It's a 4-point lead for Ole Miss, 12-8. 16.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jackson again on the move, 3. Chris Jackson with a couple of 3-point field goals. Glass gets away from Blanton, backdoor and stuffed.
No help for Ricky that time, and he needed it. He got beaten badly, and Glass walked in for the jam.
Jackson not hesitant to put it up and hits another 3. Jackson, now a correction, that was a 2-pointer.
Entertaining to watch, but it's a one-man show so far. He scored 31 in game 1. They lost by 30. Tonight he might score 30 again. Right now they're holding very close, doing very well, but we'll have to see what unfolds here.
Certainly everything we expected so far in terms of the scoring battle. Saw it go through his hands, did save it, but Gerald Glass is the man he saved it to. The Rebels come the other way.
Steve, Glass really didn't have the numbers on that break. It was a 1-on-3, and yet he still took it to the hole and got the shot to fall.
14 for Glass. 14 of Ole Miss's 18. They lead by 1. Here's Jackson, a 2-pointer.
Free swing. CJ freezes the defense.
Already we're coming up on that record. Chris Jackson needing 15. He's got 12 right now. Glass tries to operate, pulls up for the jumper, and connects again. The other guys have to be wondering when they're going to get in the worst of it. Tigers have number 41, Rich Projeski, on the floor now. This is Glass moving against Tracy. Gets the roll. Glass, a one-man wrecking crew at this point for Ole Miss.
Well, you don't want that. You don't want Glass going one-on-one with Dennis Tracy.
18 for Gerald Glass. This is Jackson the other way. Three-pointer.
Where does that put CJ? He's getting close.
Chris Jackson is now the all-time best scorer as a freshman in NCAA history.
He passes up Fly Williams.
Jumper draws Mouton. Pass down low. Again, it's Glass. Turns on Singleton. Stevenson had it stripped by Matthews.
I think he was fouled right there.
2-on-2 break. Glass in the lane.
I'd say you have to be disappointed with that.
6'11" and playing that far away from the basket, but it opens it up for Glass.
See, that's what I was saying. I can't imagine Dennis Tracy trying.
6.5 minutes left first half. Ole Miss tries to add to a 4-point lead. Gerald Glass with 26 points, another basket, and he'll top his average in the first half alone. He has 2/3 of Ole Miss offense. Jackson double-teamed and still nailed it.
Wow, that's wonderful. He almost lost the dribble.
Into men out of bounds. Blanton on Turner. This is Singleton trying to hold Glass. Move in the lane. The shot. 28 points for Gerald Glass.
Now we know how teams feel when they have to face CJ. Unstoppable.
His average is 27.4. He's got 28. This is Jackson. The give and go. Beautiful pass from Mouton on the 2.
Chris points the finger.
Ball out of bounds belongs to the Tigers.
CJ's going to come down. He's going to give the ball to Lyle, and Lyle real nicely right back to him. CJ does the rest with a reverse layup.
The idea of what Chris Jackson can do for an offense. We've got a timeout on the floor. Singleton tried to jump out, and Glass burned him. 30 points for Gerald Glass in the first half.
When LSU dominated the Glass, but here's Gerald Glass dominating the Glass. That's kind of appropriate, isn't it?
Chris Jackson in the first half, of course, as we mentioned, has set the record now. The highest scoring freshman in the history of college basketball.
And this is one of the nicest plays when he and Lyle mixed it up. CJ goes in. Fly Williams out of Austin Peay, 854 points. CJ breaking that, and we said it wouldn't take him long, and it didn't. 19 so far.
He had 19. He would, as we figured on the plane coming up, he would take 60 in the last game to get his average up to 30 a game, but he's definitely going to end up on top in the SEC, it appears.
Yeah.
Twice his average.
There's the man.
They say, what did Dale Brown tell us this week? One of the top 3 off-guard picks in the NBA when he finally gets out of school.
It'd be Todd Lichty would be number 1, and George McLeod would be number 2. And then the third guy, according to Dale Brown and NBA scouts, would be Gerald Glass, number 4 from Ole Miss. And I see why. Kind of a Mark Aguirre type of a player.
And a guy that, just a matter of time, Chris Jackson will be in the National Basketball Association. We talked about the top guns at the beginning. You see Gerald Glass has already surpassed his average. Average is 27.5. He has 30 tonight. Chris Jackson, in defense of CJ, with 29 points per game average and 19 here in the first half. I mean, I shouldn't apologize for a guy that has 19 points, but he's had to hit a lot of his shots against double teams.
Right, and I think that's the biggest problem, that he is being double teamed because some of the other guys aren't taking the load out.
Ole Miss fans wanted a foul, none called, and here's Jackson. Makes it look so easy.
That happens when Sean Murphy hits one from further than 2 feet out.
6'11" sophomore connects. Here's CJ the other way and counting. The officials were quite sure on that one. Blanton, though, got it officially, his 3rd of the game. Glass is now 5 for 5 from the line, 31 points. Make it 6 for 6. Three-pointer of the season. He's now 1 out of 6. Ole Miss with a 10-point lead. Jackson counters with a 3.
That's more expected. It's a bad omen when Sean Murphy starts nailing three-pointers.
Jackson now has 26. Glass, of course, 32, and he's got another shot. Make it 34.
Once again, Vernell Singleton comes out to try and steal.
Blanton saved it in.
Nice
Sims
hustle.
kicks it to Jackson. The shot for 2. Got it. Jackson with 28 points. Shoe lineup. He gets the basketball now. Kicks it in the corner to Jackson for 3. 31 for Jackson. Most of the Rebels' pre-conference schedule in return to time. This is Glass. Got away from Mouton on that. Gets the dunk. 36 points for Gerald Glass.
Guys who do that wind up making lots of money in the NBA.
Tigers down by 11 at CJ again. A whistle. And he's getting fouled now virtually every time he penetrates.
This is what we're talking about right here. This is Major League. Wayne Sims says, I got to get out of the way of this.
Glass goes to the line. 6 of 6 tonight. 36 points. The attendance tonight, 8,580. So a virtual sellout here.
Sounds like it.
See Matthews back into the lineup for the Rebels. Glass with his first miss at the line. Sims with another rebound. 9-point game, 81-72, and another foul. Jackson showing a little bit of emotion there as he's hacked on the arm. 2 shots coming up for Chris Jackson. He has 31 in the game.
No question about this one. Matthews is just going to about grab his wrist. CJ looks like he's doing a little water ballet in midair there.
Matthews just back into the lineup, picks up his 3rd foul. Jackson, top free throw shooter in the conference. That's the first one.
Steve, LSU is getting it back together on the boards in the second half.
With a 2-pointer here. Jackson looks inside. Ill-advised pass there. Glass came away with it. Rams it home.
Steve, I closed my eyes. What happened? Nothing good. And there's the timeout.
Gerald Glass has 39, and this place is going crazy as the Rebels have moved back in front by 10, 84-74. Back after these words from our corporate sponsor.
Heads to the glass, and that is NBA material.
Glass now has 39, and that's Blanton almost too strong, but Ricky saves it. Finds Jackson open from the top of the key, and he nails it. Screening against the Tigers man-to-man. Trying to shake somebody free. This is Glass with the spin move.
Nothing you can do about that. Call by the official there.
Jackson for 3.
Now it's getting fun. It's no fun having to guard Glass one-on-one.
Glass back at the line, 41 points in the game. He's 7 of 8 from the strike. Make it 8 of 9. Be interesting to see these free throws. As I mentioned at the outset, LSU the best team in the conference. Ole Miss at about 70%.
Steve, now that the game is close, if they can...
Fun to watch this entire season, and I'm sure the Ole Miss fans feel the same way about this guy. Gerald Glass back to the line. That's 10 out of 11 for Glass. Ole Miss lead is back to 5. Time starting to become a factor now.
Oh, boy.
Down near 4 minutes, and Glass with 2 more inside.
Just blow an uncontested layup, but not to take anything away from Lyle. He's played very well tonight, except for that play.
Jackson at the line, 38 points tonight. missed for Jackson. 83% on the season. You can see there, that was his first miss. He's now 2 of 3.
Steve, if I'm not mistaken, he's played the entire ball game. A lot of it in the second half in a full court man-to-man press. He might be a little bit tired.
This entire Tiger team may be tired as a season. They've played basically 7 players during the year. Not an excuse, but a statement of faith. Jackson looking for 40. Got it. 7-point game now. See the time, 1:34 to go. Play is stopped as Jackson connects on the second shot. A 6-point lead. Rebels over the Tigers. Now just a minute and a half left. This is Jackson. Puts up the quick 3 and gets it. Unbelievable. You're right. Unbelievable is right. Jackson with another bucket. With just 30 seconds to go.
CJ
Jackson. A 3. Got it.
No question.
And there is LSU's final timeout. 25 seconds to go. Dale Brown. Door is still open for the Tigers. 21 seconds. Jackson. Got it, and the foul.
We may see it again. We may see the 4-point play again in the closing seconds of a game. Feast your eyes on the freshman.
Everybody in the building knew what he would do. He did it anyway.
He'll hang here. He'll hang just long enough to get the foul. He knocks it down. Steve, in your lifetime, have you ever seen a greater player?
Chris Jackson with 50 points.
See once in their lifetime. That man right there, Chris Jackson.
Look at the concentration. He knows it'll come down to his free throw. 17 seconds.
And then I would think that Ole Miss will bring it up, possibly call a timeout, but certainly they'll go for the last shot to win it.
Again, Chris Jackson, 50 points. Half the people in this arena are standing, and the other half will probably be standing when the ball's put in play. Expect a lot of noise coming up as Chris Jackson walks to the line. He's only 3 points shy of his record, 53.
Certainly if it goes into OT, we should surpass that. But he's got to make this one first. And he's missed a free throw tonight.
Some confusion on the floor now. Tigers want to get Rich Jeske into the game. Jeske, I should say. Now we're squared away. Jackson at the line to tie it. 17 seconds. No pressure whatsoever, huh? Tied at 106. This is uncontested when you get to the free throw line. Glass, 47 points in the game. He missed it.
It worked beautifully, didn't it?
Inside of 10 seconds. 7. Jackson with the spin. Puts it up for 3. Sims will go to overtime. The Tigers back to action, 3:14 to go. Jackson with the move, the jump, the 2. Jumper does. Glass with the follow. 1-point game, minute and a half to go. At his career high if he can connect.
He said he had to score 60 to finish the year with a 30-point average. He is not far from doing it.
Make it 54, the new freshman record. So he's got 2 freshman records tonight. Season scoring and now individual game with 54. And LSU back to a 3-point lead, 112 to 109. A minute. Glass back to Midley. Inside, Turner kicks it out to Glass. 3-pointer.
Well, I said he was tired, but he really showed me something there. He's over 50.
What a show. Glass At the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, when you score that many, it's tough to keep count sometimes.
So Jackson has tied his record, but now it's all down to Glass. Ole Miss leads 113, 112, 9 seconds to go.
I just want to watch what happens after the free throw.
The door is open for LSU. Jackson with the ball. Lets it go.